Good afternoon, traders. It is Wednesday, August 27th, 2014, and the U.S. stock market is closed. We had another good day today, not nearly as spectacular as some of the more recent days, but still we had a decent day today, and that was in spite of the fact we had a big fly in the ointment today. We closed out over $5,000 in closed out trades, and you know that's okay. We won't complain too much about that, but we had a bunch of good trades today, and the reason why we didn't get more out of that is we had one bad trade, only one bad trade. The other negative trades were really easy to take, you know, a few $100s, but we had one bad one. Guess the market. JRJC, yeah, our hero of only a few days ago really went sour on us today, and we ended up getting stopped out in JRJC with about a $6,000 loss. Anytime you have a $6,000 loss in a single market, that's tough to overcome. Well, the good news is we did overcome it. We still managed to close out with positive over $5,000. So that is not a bad day. We are carrying just about $500 in positive open trade equity going into tomorrow. I think we only have 3 positions or something like that. So we're not exposed going into tomorrow. So if it turns out that the market dives tomorrow, well, we'll be okay with that because we don't have very many positions. The Dow did gain 15 points a day. Very lackluster performance, just sideways, very narrow range and not doing too much. But you know, when the Dow does that, it may be winding up for some fireworks. So it'd be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. Anyway, let's take a look at the charts. Okay, we're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average here, and today there's not too much to look at. The Dow just kind of moved in a very consolidated and sideways way today, and in a narrow range. Absolutely nothing much happening there. Of course, it did close up 15, but 15 isn't exactly what you'd call a great rally. But I'm going to tell you something. A few weeks ago I would have looked at this pattern and said, after this big run up that we've had, and when it pulls back like it's probably going to go down. But I'm going to go out on a limb and tell you the way this market has been acting, I'm going to predict that tomorrow the Dow Jones Industrial Average will set new record highs. I think it's going to, this was just a little rest day, and it could push pretty hard tomorrow. So we'll just have to see. Anyway, Trader Bob doesn't know too much anyway. We'll see. We had a whole bunch of good trades today, and as I say, the problem was with JRJC. But I will show you some of the good stuff that happened. This is in SHLD, Sears Holding Corporation, and we haven't had a trade in this for a little while, I don't think, but we got into this yesterday toward the end of the day, and it closed very nicely for us, and then it really shot up some more this morning. We didn't get out exactly in the high, but we got out here, which still netted us about $2,000, and then of course it started moving higher again, and we re-entered it. But we don't have too much space between where we got out and where we re-entered, and the thing closed absolutely on its highs, and so we're actually showing a small profit of a couple $100, I think, in Sears Holdings. So that trade looks real good. I'll show you a couple more here that is pretty interesting. This first one I'll show you is in GWPH, which I think is on this page. Oh, here it is. Okay, here we go. This is GW Pharmaceuticals, and we got into this yesterday. Big push right on the open. We jumped into it. It kept moving, closed pretty nicely for us. This morning it looked like it was really going to go right on the open, and then it did pull back a little, zigzagged around. Well, we got out right here, and even though this wasn't the high of the day, I feel like it was the high of the day because we got out right at the top of this kind of V formation and did pretty well. We did about $2,000 in GW Pharmaceuticals, so that was a nice trade too. And then finally, I did show you this yesterday, but I'm going to show you it was the big one for us, and I'm looking here. ISIS Pharmaceuticals, another pharmaceutical company, and we had bought this on Monday, and right out of the gate, didn't do too much on Monday, but really had a nice run up yesterday. And of course, when that happens, we usually keep it, and that's what we did. We kept it. Looks like it was really going to go this morning, and then it sagged, but we still getting out of this about where it closed yesterday, so we didn't do too bad. And not doing too bad meant we made just over $5,000 in ISIS Pharmaceuticals. Really nice trade, and that helped us today. Anyway, not a bad day. Little frustration with that JRJC trade, but still we made money, and that's the important thing. This is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Thursday.